So what I want to talk about today, guys, is something called picking a business model with leverage. Ideally, what you want to do when you're building a business is you should pick a business that has high network effects, low marginal cost, and scale economies. There are some really important microeconomics concept to understand, and one of those is scale economics, which basically means the more you produce of something, the cheaper it gets to make it. That's basic economics 101, right? You should try and get into a business where making widget number 12 is cheaper than making widget number 5, and making widget number 1000 is a lot cheaper than making the previous ones. This builds up an automatic barrier to entry against competition and getting commoditized. Another one, which is also basically along the same line, is but technology product, especially and media product, have this great quality of zero marginal cost of reproduction, which means if you created a video, the next one you are going to create is going to be free. Or if you created something, it doesn't cost you anything to create the next thing. When someone watches this YouTube video, it costs me nothing for the next person to show up. These zero marginal cost things, they may take a while to take an effect because they give you a very little amount of money, or let's say income per user, but over time they can really add up and become something big. Think about this. Joe Rogan is not working any harder than he was in his fourth podcast than he is right now in his 1000th podcast. But in his 1000th podcast, he's making $1 million for it. But the most important part of this concept of networking, it is subtle but most important. It comes from computer networking. Bob Metcalfe, who famously proposed the Metcalfe's law, stated that the value of a network is proportional to the number of nodes in that network. It basically means if a network of size 10 has a value of 100, then a network of size 100 will have a value of 10,000. It's not just 10 times more, but 100 times more. What is the network effect? Let me define it for you precisely. A network effect is when each user or each additional user provides value to the existing user base. That means the users themselves are providing more value of some sort by them just being into the kind of business you're in. Let me give you an example. Let's say there's 100 people living in a place, and all of them speak different languages. At some point, you'll have to be translating it all the time, and it's incredibly painful. You translate from this to this, but let's just say a new person comes in and then he decides to learn English. Suddenly, 11 people now speak English. The new person to come into that town or new person to come along will also decide to choose English. And then English speaking people now reach 20 or 25, it's done. That means from then on, people will now start speaking more English and it's going to just dominate the entire place.